Did you find out something that the rest of us hadn't pieced together? That perhaps the Boston bombings may never have occurred? 3 men who were slashed to death in a drug den, a leading suspect who was shot to death by the FBI, and in between that, the Boston Marathon bombings. None of those cases is new. The triple murder happened 2.5 years ago, but despite an undeniable connection in the person of this man, Tamerlan Tsarnaev, only the bombings have been solved. And the more we learn about the other cases, the more questions seem to really pop up about the bombings and whether we ever really needed to solve them at all, whether they would have even happened. Questions that range from very troubling to downright shocking. My guest has uncovered reams of new and surprising information in a piece that she reported for Boston Magazine. Susan Zalkind, I want to start with the first question, and that is this. This is an exhaustive piece that I have read by you. It's in this issue of the magazine. When you went through the triple murders that happened in 2011, the connection with Tamerlan Tsarnaev, the connection down to Todashev, the suspect in Florida, and his friend's girlfriend, the FBI, etc., did you find out something that the rest of us hadn't pieced together, that perhaps the Boston bombings may never have occurred?
Well, you put together that this is really 3 stories all rolled up into one. We've got an unsolved triple murder, we've got a Boston Marathon bombing, and we've got a man shot to death in his own apartment in Florida. And the only official statement that we have from authorities right now comes out of court documents related to Dzhokhar Tsarnaev, which officially states the FBI's contention that Ibrahim Todashev implicated Tamerlan Tsarnaev in that gruesome triple murder in Waltham.
To remind our viewers, because there are so many details.
There's a lot of details.
We haven't even had a year since the bombings to put it all together. The death of Todashev in the apartment in Florida at the hands of the FBI.
Yes, and there were 2 Massachusetts state troopers
who were present as well. It was immediately after the potential signing of a confession to the Waltham triple murders? Is this what this was about?
Well, those are the leaked reports, and we haven't had any official accounts by this. I actually just got a press release just this afternoon saying that the Florida state prosecutor, who's conducting an independent investigation into this FBI shooting, he will have his own independent report out by the end of March. And that's the first official date that we've had that there'll be any official report as to what happened in that room.
In that apartment.
In that apartment.
And you're saying this is the Florida investigation.
This is the Florida. This is not the FBI. This is not the FBI.
I appreciate it. Did you find out something that the rest of us hadn't pieced together, that perhaps the Boston bombings may never have occurred?